Hi, and welcome to Trig Applications Day 3. Today we are talking about forces and vectors. This is one of the ways we use our formulas that we've been talking about. So, let me move this out of the way. When forces of 20 pounds and 25 pounds act on a body, the magnitude of the resultant is 30 pounds. Find the measure to the nearest degree of the angle between the two forces. Well, for these problems, you want to draw a picture. Whenever we have a forces or vectors problem, we want to draw a parallelogram. And this is one force, and this is the other force. Okay? Let's see here. One force is 20 pounds. The other force is 25 pounds. And the magnitude of the resultant is going to be force in between them, or a diagonal, is 30. And as you can see, we can create a parallelogram. Okay? Magnitude is just a distance, means distance. Okay? This is the resultant, is the line there, and the forces are here and here. So find the measure to the nearest degree of the angle between the two forces. So we need to find this big angle here. Unfortunately, the diagonal doesn't just bisect that angle, so we need to find this angle up here first, and then subtract it from 180 to find the other angle. So to make this a little bit easier for me, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to label this A, B, C, and D. So my goal is to find angle B initially, and then find angle BAD by subtracting it from 180. So I'm trying to find angle B, so that means I'm going to start with B. So B squared equals. This is a law of cosines problem because I actually technically have three sides, and every time I have three sides and no angles, it's automatically law of cosines. So I have B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. B squared is what I'm looking for. So A squared would be 25 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 25 times 20 times, oh sorry, I know what B is. This should be 30. My bad. Times the cosine of B, because I'm looking for angle B. So 30 squared is 900 equals 25 squared is 625 plus 20 squared is 400 minus 2 times 25 times 20 is 1000. There's the cosine of B. So we'll get 900 equals 1025 minus 1000 cosine B. Subtract 1025 from both sides, and we'll get a negative 125 equals a negative 1000 cosine B. Get cosine B alone, it's negative 1000. Divide by negative 1000. So the cosine of B is equal to 125 over 1000, because two negatives divided by each other makes a positive. So in my calculator, I do inverse cosine of 125 divided by 1000, and that will be B. And when I I do that on the calculator, I get the nearest degree, 83 degrees. So up here is 83. So I need to find angle BAD. So that would be 180 minus 83, which is 97 degrees. So that is my final answer. All right, number 2. The beam of a searchlight at an offshore point W sweeps back and forth between shore points A and B. Point W is located 12 kilometers from A and 25 kilometers from B. The distance between A and B is 29 kilometers. Find the measure of angle AWB to the nearest 10 minutes. Well, this is point W. And then we have offshore points A and B. And there's a light sweeping between them. And we need to find AWB, which is over here. And point W is 12 from A, so that's 12, and 25 from B, so that's 25. And between A and B is 29. So this means I have 3 sides. I'm trying to find an angle, which is the law of cosines. This time we need to find it to the nearest 10 minutes. So my formula will be W squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine W. So 29 squared is equal to 12 squared plus 25 squared minus 2 times 12 times 25 times the cosine of W. 29 squared is 841 equals 144 plus 625 minus 600 cosine W. So 841 equals 769 minus 600 times the cosine of W. Minus 769 on both sides. And we get 72 equals negative 600 cosine W. Divide both sides by negative 600. And the inverse cosine of negative 72 over 600 is what's equal to W. And that is 96.89210258. I need to turn it into degrees, minutes, seconds. So that's 96 degrees, 53 minutes. And since it says to the nearest 10 minutes, 53 minutes is closer to 50. So it's 96 degrees, 50 minutes. I know that I round down to 50 because 53 is closer to 50 than it is to 60. So that is my final answer.